In the small town of Evergreen, nestled deep within the forests of New England, stood Maplewood Manor. It was a grand, sprawling estate that had once been the pride of the community. However, for decades, it had stood abandoned, its once beautiful architecture now marred by decay and overgrown vines. The locals spoke of the house in hushed tones, sharing tales of its dark past and the inexplicable occurrences that had driven its last occupants away in terror. Enter Sarah and Mark Thompson, a young couple in search of a fresh start. Drawn by the manor's low price and its potential for restoration, they purchased the property, eager to breathe new life into the neglected estate. Along with their 2 children, Emily and Jake, they moved in, filled with hope and excitement. From the very first night, strange things began to happen. Emily, the youngest, woke up screaming, claiming that a shadowy figure was watching her from the corner of her room. At first, Sarah and Mark dismissed it as a child's nightmare, but as the days went on, the incidents grew more frequent and more disturbing. Doors slammed shut on their own, objects moved inexplicably, and an eerie, cold presence seemed to linger in certain rooms. The family dog, Max, refused to enter the basement, growling and barking at the dark staircase. The children spoke of whispering voices and ghostly apparitions that seemed to vanish as quickly as they appeared. Desperate for answers, Sarah and Mark contacted renowned paranormal investigators, Alice and John Miller. The Millers were a married couple who had dedicated their lives to studying and confronting the supernatural. They arrived at Maplewood Manor with a team of experts, armed with cameras, recording equipment, and years of experience in dealing with the unknown. As the investigation began, the Millers uncovered the manor's chilling history. It had been built in the early 1800s by the wealthy Maplewood family. Tragedy struck when the youngest daughter, Eliza, mysteriously disappeared. Her body was never found, and her grieving mother, consumed by sorrow, took her own life. Rumors spread that Eliza's spirit still haunted the house, seeking vengeance for her untimely death. Alice and John set up their equipment and began their search for the truth. The nights were filled with eerie sounds, flickering lights, and sudden drops in temperature. The team captured strange anomalies on camera and recorded chilling EVP electronic voice phenomenon sessions where ghostly voices whispered messages from beyond. One night, as Alice was reviewing the footage in the dimly lit study, she noticed something strange. In the reflection of a dusty mirror, she saw the faint outline of a young girl. Her heart raced as she realized it was Eliza. Determined to make contact, the Millers conducted a séance, hoping to communicate with the restless spirit. As they gathered around the table, candles flickering, the atmosphere grew thick with tension. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted and a cold wind swept through the room. Eliza's voice, soft and sorrowful, filled the air. She revealed that she had been murdered by a trusted family servant who had hidden her body in the walls of the house. Her spirit had been trapped, unable to find peace until her remains were discovered and given a proper burial. With this revelation, the team set to work, tearing down walls and searching for Eliza's hidden grave. After hours of painstaking effort, they finally uncovered her skeletal remains. The family held a small, heartfelt ceremony in the garden, laying Eliza to rest beside her mother. As they did, a sense of calm washed over the manor. The paranormal activity ceased and the oppressive presence lifted. The Thompsons, grateful for the Millers' help, decided to stay and continue their restoration efforts, turning Maplewood Manor into a beautiful home once more. The story of the haunted house and the brave investigators who freed the trapped spirit spread through Evergreen, becoming a legend passed down through generations. And though Maplewood Manor stood silent and serene, the townsfolk would always remember the chilling events that had unfolded within its walls, a testament to the enduring power of love, loss, and the restless spirits that linger in the shadows.